Hello, friends. Well, here we are. Week is moving along. So, I found out over the weekend that Barron Trump is on Bitcoin Twitter. And he has a pseudonym on Bitcoin Twitter. And he's probably been on there for a long time. So, I wonder, has he seen me? Maybe. I'm thinking yes. I did a read on his father. Why wouldn't he look at that? Okay, anyway, so Barron Trump, we're doing this on Barron Trump and his presence on Twitter. I am a miracle. Yes, Barron, you are. Okay, let's see what else we have. Interesting. Nice start. Okay, Barron Trump. Discernment. Discernment. I guess he's learning about discernment while he's on Twitter. There's some crazy stuff on Twitter. It's a good thing. He's already a grown man, almost. 6. Wow. When I think of all the things I went by on Twitter. Whew. Wow. Okie dokie. Discernment. As spiritual, physical, and energetic beings, we oftentimes blur the lines between our energy, the energy of the situation, and the energy of another person. When we take on other people's energy and label it as our own, we start to judge. This lowers our energetic vibrations. When we get caught up in a seemingly never-ending cycle of feeling bad, labeling, justifying, and appropriating what is not ours to claim. The lesson here, as in the previous card, is to be present, not label or judge, and let the energy you're feeling wash through you. Once you do this, notice where in your body you feel the effects of the emotion. Does your heart open up? Does your belly hurt? Does your throat get tight? Your head can lie to you, but your body never does. It is easy to become overwhelmed. Make a habit of making your first response to overwhelming energy, "Wow, that's interesting," instead of, "What's wrong with me?" This allows you to objectively discover how and why your body is reacting to the given situation or person. Why are you being triggered, I guess? This card is asking you to stop looking outside yourself for answers to an issue and instead sit with it and listen to what your body is telling you. Well, maybe that's good information for Barron, because he's certainly learning about the adults. But I guess he's like 20 now, so he's officially an adult, I guess. 21, 20. I don't know. First Saturn return, in my estimation. He's not there yet. First Saturn return. So, Barron, you're still a little kid in my eyes, but I'm kind of old person. Anyway, maybe not. Maybe if I live to be 965, ain't so small. Or ain't so big. Okay. I digress. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Excellent advice for this young man. Thank you, Cosmic Oracle cards, for coming through for us. Okay, Barron, what's your moon card? What is it going to tell us about Barron Trump on Twitter? already gotten some good advice for a young man. And we all know what happens on Twitter is not reflective of what's happening in the rest of the world. Too many people have made decisions about what they know about on Twitter, and Twitter has failed them. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon, eclipse. I like that card. I think it's really pretty. Okay, full moon, eclipse. And it's a special card. One of them specials. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself if you're letting go of someone or something. Know that it's the right time. As hard as it might be, forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Cede control and let events unfold. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change. Something many of us are uncomfortable with, but change is part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Well, we all have it. We all have darkness. So, I guess, Barron, you're on Twitter. Twitter's a pretty mature site. There's lots of crazy stuff going on. Dick butts and all kinds of things, so I'm glad you have good guidance and good people to tell you what's right and wrong. Because a lot of that stuff is just not, it's superfluous garbage. Okay. Anyway, Barron, I know you have good guidance. Okay, Mr. Barron Trump on Twitter. What are you going to have to tell us? What are the cards going to tell us about Barron Trump on Twitter? How you showing up? Well, that's interesting. Mother of Cups, and it's upside down. The whole deck is upside down. So, why would the Mother of Cups be upside down? Is he getting away from his mother? Is he moving away from those women? Is he walking into manhood? That could be it. Page of Cups, let's see. Oh, a woman of distinguished rank, a virtuous woman. Dishonor, dishonesty, depravity, immodesty. Yeah, that could be all Twitter. Dissolute, immoral, corruption, scandalous, licentious, intemperance, intrigue, inconsistent and inconstant. A married woman of high position offers her love. Well, I think all those things are true. He's got great women guiding him, and he's looking at the depravity and the immoral aspects of Twitter and the grossness of how humans can be. He's also seeing that they are so damn triggered lately. Anything you say, they go off on a wild, immature rampage. So I guess he's seeing all of that too. It might be his job to just keep his finger on the pulse of what's going on Twitter so he can report back to the group. And man, they're just nuts. Anyway, okay. So what's crossing him? Oh, the Fool. He wants to start up. Yeah, he's starting this journey as a young man. He's stepping out as a young man, and he's starting out. He's realizing that Twitter is not the way to be a good human, and he's learning how to be a good human, or will. Okay, where's it coming from? Oh, Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, I guess it's a strategy. He's got his eye open. He's tricky. Interesting. Yeah, he's been taught lots of stuff. He's like Paul Atreides. He's got knowledge, and whatever you bring against him, it's not going to be enough. Okay, anyway, where's the, what are we hoping for? Son of Swords, so I would guess that would be the Knight of Swords. And he's hoping to move forward with truth and, you know, ride out and be great and save the world and all that. He's an excited young man ready to step out. Good for him. Enthusiasm. Truth, though. Not Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. That's a big difference. Big difference. Okay, where's he going to? That's interesting. Daughter of Swords. So he's going to the Page of Swords. So he's here, but he's going here, but he wants to get here. So he's at the Seven of Swords, which is a strategy. He wants to go to the Page of Swords, which is someone who is a detective and who is finding out things. And he's hoping to become the Knight of Swords, which is more dynamic and moving, not just watching, but moving and interacting and being part of it. His tools. More swords. The Ten of Swords. So he's got a lot of experience. There's a lot of stuff. Wow. He's been through a lot, and he's seen a lot, and he knows about a lot. He's been taught a lot. Yeah, those are his tools. He's got all that stuff. He's got all the experience of himself and others and his teachers, and he is Paul Atreides. And yeah, some of it has been hard knock. You know, you can't learn everything in a gentle way. You gotta have some kicks and some stuff. Okay, anyway, how does he see himself in terms of the situation? Oh, jeez. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Well, I don't know. Is he gonna carry the burden? Is he getting ready to take in the harvest? I don't know. We'll see. What's the environment? Good. Seven of Pentacles. So he's putting in the work. He's doing the job, and it's hard. And he has to show up, and he has to say things, and he has to figure things out, and he has to interpret stuff. That's where he's learning to use his discernment, because he watches what happens, and then they talk about it, and then he realizes what he needs to know and learn, and he becomes smarter. So that's good. He's got good guidance, and he's working through things. He's learning how to be a discerning person. That's great for somebody who's walking out in their 20. Okay. And let's see. Hopes and fears. Well, the Son of Cups. And I'm guessing that's Page of Cups. Or Swords. No, Page of... Knight of Cups. That's what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. He is hoping to be the Knight of Cups. Even though he wants to be the Page of Swords, hopes and fears are he will be too open-hearted, and he won't be able to make the tough choices, because he's a nice guy. And he doesn't want to have to make those tough choices, but he's afraid he's not going to be able to, but I think he'll be okay. And also, there's a happy surprise. It's going to be, it's not the Page of Cups, it's the Knight, but he's showing up with compassion. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Well, what's the final outcome? The Empress. So he will become the Empress. He will become sovereign, and he will learn to step into his role. And that's what he's going to do. So this is just like a class for him. Bitcoin Twitter is something he's studying so that he can participate in a meaningful way, but in a protected way. And he reports back on all the debauchery and all the craziness and the emotional maturity, and he's learning discernment, and he's stepping out as a young man, learning how to be an appropriate young man. And I admire him for that. Okay, well, that's great. Reporting back on us crazy people on Bitcoin Twitter. Bitcoin Twitter, man. Who are those Bitcoin Twitter people? Well, if you want to find people that are Bitcoiners, Bitcoin Twitter's like the best place to go. Unless you're randomly finding them here and there. If you want a collection, that's where you have to go. How funny. Collection of Bitcoiners. So Barron Trump has something to do for homework. That's okay. I'm doing the same thing with my son. He's on Bitcoin Twitter, and we talk about what he sees and why it is appropriate or not appropriate. So yeah, I understand this. I am the mother of cups that he's rejecting. Yeah. Okay, anyway, fish. I think fish are good things. Prosperity and abundance and, yeah, resources. Excuse me. Commerce, funding, money, wealth, independence. Now, bear. Is strength, power, protection, authority, and the star. Dreams, hopes, guidance, visions, and the internet. Well, here's this sovereign guy, Barron Trump, and he's, you know, building himself as a human. He's putting in the work. He's putting in the work to become a man and to become, you know, who he needs to be. He is the star, and he is stellar, and he is shining, and a shining example. Yeah. So that's what's going on. He's just doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's on mission. This is his mission right now. It's just a little mission to start him out, and then, you know, they get bigger. Everybody starts out the same, little missions. Help your siblings, whatever. Little missions until you get bigger missions. And then the bigger missions become more and more important. As you learn discernment, as you gain information, as you gain skills to navigate. What an interesting read, though. So many swords, all in a just craziness. That's it's so enlightening. And all truth, 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 truth. Yeah, you live in a family like that. You got integrity. Okay, who are you, Barron? How are you showing up on Twitter? A hawk. Yeah, Mile High View, and he watches over everything. He sees it all. And he's in the air, on the internet. Hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture when this card appears. Fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant. It will eventually redirect your course. Sees clearly and is intuitive. Well, Barron, I imagine all those things are true, and we still don't know your handle, but that's okay. Because I don't really want to know it until you reveal it. And then everybody will go, oh my God, how did that happen? You know, because that's what they do on Twitter. They overreact to pretty much everything. That's how it is. Okay, anyway, Barron Trump, I wish you well. And thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you will. And we'll see you tomorrow.